Hello, audience on the internet. I am Aiden, the guy in blue,
And
and
I
this is,
am Philip, the guy in red. And together we're.
and we're Conproteens.
I thought we were Violet.
No, we're supposed to be Conproteens, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
I mean, well, let's see. We combined your shade of red with my shade of blue. What kind of color will we get? Well, what shade of violet will we
Chartreuse?
get?
I don't know.
Sorry, Truce is a shade of green, yes.
Darn it, I don't know. Okay.
Like
I
the
need color
color,
theory.
and like we're like if
Magenta?
we blend our like shirts together, we'll probably get like I don't know
We could make magenta.
this color.
You know, if there's a puppy named Blue, how come there's no puppy named Red? I think there was, like, some couple episodes. Like, it was like
Magenta.
some kind of rowdy dude. No, it was like a red puppy in Blue's Clues.
I mean,
Blue,
I know
blue,
that
blue, would,
friends
blue would be like,
Magenta.
"Bow, bow, bow," and then like the red puppy would be like, rom, rom, rom. It's like,
Okay, then that
yeah.
was a magenta.
Mhm.
That doesn't sound.
So yeah,
I mean, I wonder if like the rest of Blue's friends are all like different other colors. I mean, I wonder if like there's a friend named Yellow, there's a friend named Red, and there's a friend named I'm trying to think of Cyan. Yes, Cyan.
cyan, cyan,
Cyan.
Cayan.
Like I want to draw that now.
Well, let's do a little shout out first. We have two users watching us. Thanks, guys. We have Goblin Medic and we have our Yoshi again,
Woo!
who was
Hi
here from
people
last
that
broadcast.
sound familiar. Hi Julie.
It's not Julie, it's July. So
Hi
you don't
Annie.
July. Anyways, we're on Scoot Noodle.
So I googled something here. I think I'll erase it now because yeah, we kind of started the off a little bit late.
What this is a
I was worried about
con
like,
protein,
testing.
and what is this S?
It's supposed to be a blob.
What is this? What is it?
Everything's a blob. I'm just drawing little random blobby things like this. Okay, not like that. Like this.
Like that?
Yeah, like that.
Is that? Well, it's not a swash. I know that. I took typography.
What
You
is this wash?
A swash is when you have a stroke that goes offset from the norm. So if you had, like, for example, I need to do something. I'll just use this red. If you had an R like this, that would be a normal stroke on the end. But if you had a swash, it would push off like this.
They have names for that?
Yep.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
Take
I'm
calligraphy.
impressed. I mean, now I have a name for that squiggly thing that goes at the very end at an odd angle.
Yep, they're called swashes. You know, those pirates are actually telling us something.
They are.
Swash. Like, like swash buckets. I don't know.
Yes. Sorry, no, just started scribbling all of a sudden to test out the functionalities of Hangouts on there, which sounds really impressive, but
But we're not on
I don't
air.
know.
I don't know. I don't. It's like it's interesting, but I don't think it's getting the right kind of. It's not getting the right kind of like screen exposure. I'm not I'm not sure what kind of control we're getting, what we're trying to broadcast, if there's any audio, and if you have to look at it, and it's a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, so that's why
And it's
there's
something
a
it's something we don't get to keep as a normal file if you want to make edits either. So that's also another problem. So yeah, that's why I prefer live stream for a little bit.
and now I'm just lagging. This
Yay,
is kind of
lagging.
hard to watch myself draw
We're always
like 15
lagging
seconds later.
because we
Oh,
have
yeah, so long.
we have poor hardware technology.
Meh.
Meh.
That's my attitude towards everything. Meh. Okay, almost.
I can't change topics.
You can't?
No.
Can I change topics?
Can
no, I
you?
can't change topics either.
Yeah, do not do on air. That should be
Well,
our next.
we learned something.
That should be the episode title. We cannot change topics.
Yes, we cannot change topics. Oh no.
So, do you want me to recap?
Sure, as I clear this canvas of scribbles. There. Let me get this
So on our previous broadcast, we only had a shortened amount of time because this dude here had to work on his thesis. So what we have here is the Spornarchs. It's under attack by these people or these things. I'm sorry, I keep calling them people. They're not. Are they people?
No, they're not really people.
These collective bunches of matter have been assaulting the Spornarchs, and
Well,
it
no, the sisters killed the Spornarch. And, well, with every,
no, we can call them crows.
death that
Crows. These
occurred-
evil crows
Yes, these evil crows,
have been attacking some like strange mold creature stuff that looks like a butterfly, and now it turns into cheese. Hey, you are what you are.
yes, you,
You live on
are what
cheese, you become cheese.
and that's how, well, that's why the cheesy son is cheesy.
Yay. So we shall move on.
Okay.
Okay, we shall make panel 8, and I think we have time for panel 9, don't you think?
Sure.
Because we're all free.
I have no, oh, yeah, I do have things to do. I don't know, we'll get around to them.
Do you have things to do
That's my
tomorrow?
spots. I'm cleaning up my lab space, as I
Yeah.
said.
That's not going to take too long, is it?
What was that?
It's not going to take too long.
And also, I would like to talk to Annie.
Yay. A knee.
So yeah,
You like to talk to a knee?
I would like to talk to my Annie.
A knee. A knee. You can talk to all the knees. Like, hey, your knee has a cap. I call them kneecaps.
Here's a scribble.
And here's a scribble. Oh wait, mine's
Rawr!
this one. Scribble Wars. Scribble Wars!
I have decided to not join in scribble wars.
Okay, what's going on?
I don't know what's going on. Where shall we proceed with this?
Oh, well, you chose orange, so we're gonna go with orange.
Well, yeah, that's because I just picked a random color. Oh hey, there's a cameraman button. Hold on.
What? What? What?
There's a thing called cameraman. I
Where?
just got sidetracked. App.
Cameraman?
Let's see. Oh, I see. So, like, this is a very primitive panel for hangouts on
Primitive.
air. Yeah. Well, it just kind of allows you to fill, like, some of the settings, like,
Well, I'm
You can invite
sorry.
your anyone video from broadcast as guests join. So like you have guests as audience
Yay!
members. You can do that. Let's
We haven't
see.
had any guest
Broadcast.
casts yet.
Let's see. You guys are my large 3+ podcast with me 15. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, there's no like actual explicit uh control for volume and stuff.
Explicit. Wow, 720p does look nice. Yay! I have never seen myself any more clearer. Okay, I see a red thingy. What does this mean?
I don't know.
It's an eyeball?
Sure. It seems to be an eyeball now.
Of what? Or who?
My attempt at an eyeball. The grand spornarch's eye. Because apparently spores have eyes. Or fungi have eyes for some reason.
They have fun eyes.
Fun eyes.
Fung eyes? Fung eyes? Some people call them fungies. What do you think they're called?
Fungi?
They're actually pronounced either way.
Yeah. But I pronounce it as fungi.
Whether you're a fun guy or a fungi.
I mean, I guess some people also pronounce the plural, or not, singular form.
Fungus.
Fungi. Fungus.
Fungus. It's just fun.
Fungus.
Fungus. It rhymes with sponges.
Yeah, my highlights are crap.
We're showing the whole eye, I hope you know.
What was that?
We're showing the whole eye as a
Yes.
that means this person must be in complete shock. But what is it the eye of? Hey audience, what should this eye be of?
There's something inside the eye.
Is it blood?
No, it might be something special. This might be the power source that the Sinister Sisters have sought after all along.
Sister eyes. It's the all-seeing eye, says Yoshi. Someone's been watching a little too much Naruto.
For a while since I watched Naruto. Or read it. I
Or,
think
or as the Caucasians call it, Naruto.
But yeah, I think I kind of stopped after. It was before Sasuke runs away from everything and turns against everyone or something like that.
You still wanted him to be some kind of hostile child towards the people.
Well, no, that's
Like,
where
I want to avenge or something. Like, Yellow squiggles.
yellow squiggles. That's what I do. I like squiggles.
Squiggles! The eye of squig. Now it looks like some kind of um like one of those championship cups.
I don't know. I kind of see this as some sort of like T-shirt design. I
Hey
mean,
guys, if you want to buy one, it's just $9.99.
so I kind of well, actually now I kind of think of
And we're
Canada.
donating all that money to charity.
Yes, we are.
Yay, charity. Which charity though? That's the problem.
Well, we've got
Who
several
gets the
local charities.
money?
I mean, kind of like the whole idea of donating it all to Child's Play.
Huh. Sounds interesting. If we can donate it to
Like
Child's Play, we can they can take it more of the fun side for it. Could you debrief that on what they
what
do?
was that?
Can you debrief on what they
Let's see
do
here.
again?
Like, see, if I recall correctly, Child's Play is they bring games over to sick children patients in hospitals and make their lives a little bit better with the
Yay!
power of gaming.
Gaming.
But yes,
I wonder if we should make our own charity. Like if we could have a company to help sponsor us, we could be like giving out away like computers or little handheld devices or tablets. It's always good to be
yeah,
be able to produce with tools that are helpful.
yeah.
Yes.
I can mean, like, there's like, I wonder how nonprofits are set up. But
Well,
yes, this
first thing, we don't make money for ourselves.
yes, because that's what nonprofits do.
We're gonna need a person with poli-sci.
Or a person with business experience who's willing to work for nonprofit organizations. Yes,
Yay!
I'm just kind of
Go
thinking
call
of
the
that one right
YMCA.
now. So that's why I'm kind of drawing.
It looks like a little.
It's a Parapod, or this is my interpretation of Parapod. Like, so back when I used to game and stuff, I like playing this one game called Parapod. It's a rhythm game where you control an army of little eyeball-like things, and like
Your
you control them
eyeballs
with
are
like
mine.
little like drum beats with like a little pad of shape buttons on like your right side, like they're like forward march chant, this pata 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 pawn, which would be you tapping like circles, circle circle, square circle or something like that. If I recall correctly. It's been a while. And you have to like tap it to the beat of um the background music in order to be effective at anything else whatsoever. Because if you kind of tap it out of sync, yeah, they don't obey you, and their attacks are not so effective. But yes, this is
Oh.
what my kind of fun.
So you
And
know
there's
how
like
our sun has flares, right? So what
yes,
if this sun had not like not flares, but like something like super phenomenal?
mm, super phenomenal.
Like they're not called flares, but they're called. Oh, what bad things happen to cheese?
It melts. Well, actually,
Solar
like
melting.
it
It's having a
molds.
meltdown. A
Becomes moldy.
nuclear meltdown.
Well, actually, some cheeses are kind of cultivated to have molds on them, so that way it tastes better or something like that. If I recall correctly. Like,
So if you take off the mold, it tastes like crap. And it can
there
only
goes
spew out crap. Like,
you
oh
call that.
no, our planet will smell like cheese.
In fact, I think That's probably the reason why stinky cheese is stinky cheese, because of the mold. Is that correct, cheese connoisseurs? I'm not a cheese connoisseur.
Without the without the assistance of mold.
Sure, this will be our world. This is our world.
Oh wait, not
And
acetans, assistants. Like, hi, I have an acetans. Is that the right orange? No.
all the oranges look the same right now.
Without the assistants of mold, mold. You just got mold.
That's the fun. Now we're
The sun began its meltdown.
actually in that case. Let's see. That color, right? No. Let's see. This color. Yes. Let's erase this first.
And all who sees like while it's having a meltdown, it's like radioactive, right?
Well, it's been radioactive. Now
It's
it's kind of decaying into other particles of matter. Probably. If I recall, like,
as it began its meltdown, we can't be making bacon anymore. The sun began its meltdown.
well,
Meltdown.
well, no, I was gonna write meltdown activated, but then I realized I don't have enough room.
Nice job.
Like, yeah,
Melt.
I haven't planned these things out very well. Let me just do this again.
Melt. You just got melt.
You've got melt.
Sounds like a bad AOL thing.
You've got melt.
Doo doo. You got melt. It's not AOL. It'll be EOL. Melt down. I actually like those little gaps you make.
I try. Okay, let's see if I can fit this. No.
You'll fit.
T. Yeah, I have to squish the last remaining letters in. That was what I planned. Meltdown activated. And now I'm just thinking Toho. So let's see. And I think it was which game was it? It's been a while since I played Toho games. Well,
Toho.
yeah, I am also a Toho fan. But yes, for the audience, if you're familiar with Toho, it's a vertical shooting hell bullet game thing where the object of the game is pretty much dodge bullets that the boss character fires in pretty patterns and maneuver your little character sprite thing and shoot at the boss enemy person until she just, you know, kind of gives up. And the music is awesome. That's actually the reason why I got into the Toho series in the first place. I mean, if you're familiar with the song uh, You and Owen was her,
Mm.
yeah, that's from Toho. And it
Toho.
happens to be the theme song of the younger sister of a vampire in Land of Gensokyo, and who was just really, really, really insane. But anyways, so this little bit about melting down that kind of reminds me of, I believe it was Total 11 or something, subterranean
Mhm.
animism. And spoilers, but the boss character is a um, a three-legged crow who acquires the power of a sun after being tricked into somehow
So
acquiring the sun.
we're just recreating Toho
Uh,
in
I
a
guess,
in an alternate reality.
but we don't have like three magical girls who like shoot bullets at boss
You never
enemies
know.
yet.
It could be on episode 10
It could be on episode 10, or let's see, super
or upon demand. You never know.
or upon Super Spam and Bacon Man are actually these main characters.
The Toho edition.
Bullets and dodge bullets in pretty patterns.
No, we shouldn't
But
call
like,
it Toho. We should call it Tofu edition. You have been soyed. You're fully soiled.
but yes, I'm gonna save this. But yes, anyways, so again, the spoilers. The final boss character in Total 11, I think, is Oku, uh, Yatagura's. Sorry, my pronunciation of Japanese is horrible, but essentially she's a three-legged crow demon who kind of acquires the power of the sun after swallowing it.
Hmm.
And well, rather than being essentially the sun itself, she is a nuclear reactor, and her powers just involve nuclear fusion. So she throws like stars at your character, and they're like big whopping suns that you have to dodge. And the hitboxes of the suns are like huge, so like it's really hard to like dodge them unless you know what you're doing.
Sounds like a
So
freaky Sailor Moon thing.
essentially, that's what Total is essentially.
Sailor
Yeah.
Moon.
Well, not all of them are human though. So I mean, in Sailor Moon, like all of them are supposedly human. Well, no, actually, they're
Humans.
not. I realize that
Humans.
because technically they would be considered alien, considering that all the Sailor Scouts come from different planets. I guess, but then again, they are reincarnated on Earth. I guess that would make sense.
Oh wait, is this? Did we draw an eye or did we draw a sun?
I think we drew an eye. Maybe the eye is the mechanism by which um, the planet senses whether or not it's in danger or not, and activates its defense mechanism, which is essentially to melt down.
The eye sun. That sounds like a bad Apple product.
Guys,
It could
I
be an
hate
eye
French.
daughter. Aye, son. Isun? Isun.
Oops. That's the right color.
Aye, son. Like,
That was an
aye,
ice.
son. You, friend.
But yeah, this could be like the core of the planet, actually. The core of the planet is actually an all-seeing eye that
Mhm.
when in danger
Danger,
will
Will Robinson. Danger, danger.
that when it senses danger will
Danger.
activate some sort of defense mechanism to prevent. But then again, I guess it's a very poor defense mechanism because. But then again, I'm not sure how gravity really works in our story. I
Do we
mean,
even have gravity?
I don't know.
There's no such thing as meat gravity.
Gravity.
Tet
Oh,
gravity.
the gravity of the situation requires gravity.
Tet gravity. Yes, I'm saying that on live.
Conproteens.
Like you know.
Yeah, my pronunciation of Vietnamese is very horrible.
Next panel.
So I'm not even trying to speak Vietnamese right now. I'll just end up embarrassing myself.
There will be subtitles on the bottom.
Yeah, I feel like
Translated via Google. Yeah, speaking of which, I looked through our videos with the
yeah.
like transcribed the audio and it was just ridiculous. One
That's
time it thought you said you were doing something like drinking. Like what? It knows what you're doing. So it claims.
well, I don't think I'm a very good candidate for accurate transcription of what I say because my pronunciation is just bad. I slur my words quite a lot.
Well, it wouldn't matter
Well, it
because
would because like there's some. Let's see if
it
I
has to
recall
process it
correctly.
correctly. And there are some good transcribers out there, and
Yeah.
it can take in audio well. So it's not necessarily your fault. It depends on
Still.
what the little software can do and how it can be more lenient on how people talk.
Hmm. But still, my pronunciation of language in general, it has lots of room for improvement.
Improvement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when I
Well,
was doing my presentation, I don't know if people actually understood what I was talking about. Because I was kind of like, I'm going to speak slowly and clearly, and then everything else was just sped up 10 times quicker.
mhm.
So,
Page 9. So let's see.
okay, I'm
Do
going
we
to
need
go
a
away from.
background again? So let's see. We've gone so far away from our meaties.
Yeah, we have, but
We had meats. We had birds. We had more birds. And then we had the sun, the cheese, the
we need to
spornarch,
have the aftermath of this melting business.
this melting business, this melting pot.
Fondue.
What's the matter with fondue?
Fondue is awesome.
It's kind of fondue, do it all the time. I see a black. So it looks like lime green. What is this?
Yes, the sun was originally green. Yes. This is my attempt at drawing what melting cheese looks like. It
Rel-
looks melted.
melting relative to what?
Let's see.
Like, I'm melting. It looks like a. It's like you're trying to draw an android. Next thing you'll know, you'll draw a penguin and a little apple sign.
Sure, I will. Are you drawing the apple sign?
Nope. I don't know. I thought I'd want to draw a penguin.
No, sorry, I stole your penguin.
The penguin is yellow. Oh wait.
Text. These are little side doodles.
Like, hi, I'm an android and I'm a penguin.
And we're, well, Android's not really truly open source, in my opinion.
Well, it's not a Mac and a PC.
But I guess,
Like, we're kind of. It's like Linux is like, we're kind of neglected, but we are a powerful tool being open source. And then Android's like, oh, we got like some crazy apps, man. You just do stuff with our things we make from devs. And then Penguin's like, we like to make our stuff for free. And Android like, yeah, we have free stuff too. But like some kind of free trial demos, you have to pay for them. But hey, man, we gotta live. Like, rock on.
this is my interpretation of text. Links penguin. That is the same. Fine.
It's fat.
Yes, Texas is a nicely chubby penguin. Texas is awesome. Yeah, we're getting so sidetracked with the storyline. I'm drawing a penguin. With a tablet and lag. Wait, no. Texas tweets aren't so. Hold on. Wait, Texas has to be. This is my interpretation of text. It stands for lots of things that are open source. I mean, eventually I kind of want to reinstall everything on this laptop and just change the window environment to something else. I mean, I like GNOME and all, but it still feels kind of heavy.
Like, I'm an android.
Oh wait, that's not the right shape. I kind of like Android's various pet names for their releases, like what, cinnamon roll, ice cream sandwich.
I thought ice cream sandwich was 2.0, right? Was it?
Something
N-
like that. I don't know the
oh,
various.
gingerbread was 3.0, and no, gingerbread was 2.0. Ice cream sandwich
Yeah,
was
I'm not
3.0, and jelly bean is 4.0.
something like that.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Droid. And then they had babies.
Well, there is
You
Ubuntu
can
for
call it Droid Nux or Anux, Lindroid,
Lindroid. There probably is something called Lindroid out there,
Lindroid. Who's Lindroid?
or New Droid, I guess. Since yeah, New Droid. Because apparently people like using new and stuff in front of everything.
Droid.
Because we're kind of silly. Or like if you're using the KDE environment, you put K in front of everything.
Hi. I'm an android.
Alright, Linux. I've been kind of like looking around for like laptops, and it just bothers me that there's like no laptop that doesn't have an operating system installed on it. Because my thing is, if I get myself a Windows laptop, I'm just gonna uninstall Windows and put like a flavor of Linux on it.
Flavor.
Yeah, well, I will refer to various distributions of Linux because you have
Well, if Android's going through all the sweets, Linux can go through all the savory stuff. Spaghetti and meatballs.
well, I'm
S
not really sure what
S and M.
but yeah, I'm not really sure what Ubuntu tastes like, nor Fedora, or let's see. I'm trying to think of other like Linux distributions out there. Or
Unix.
Linux. Well, Linux Mint would taste like Linux Mint.
Linux Mint.
Whatever that tastes
It could be all the plants.
like. Well, Ubuntu's little logo thing is like. Let's see. I hope this is a shade of red that I like. But yeah,
Kind of bloody red.
it's too much red. Whatever. But yes, it's sad that I know the logo for rarities.
Hey,
That's why
what's
it's tempting.
drawing Chrome? No.
No, this is the Ubuntu logo. It's supposed to be three people holding hands. In the Ubuntu color scheme. Now it kind of looks like, I don't know, like, I'm attempting to draw, like...
Well, you know the device has been modified. Hey, it's a Triforce. Da 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 da.
But yes, the little Ubuntu system that will die crew kind of looks like that. Okay, let's get back to the story.
Save it, save it.
What story? This is like our little sidetrack.
Exactly, it's our stuffings.
It's our story.
Did you save it?
Yeah, I saved it.
Okay, trashing it now. Page 9.
Again.
Okay, page 9.1.
Yeah. Because page 9.0 ended up being a promotion for open source software. Or, well, actually, open source software.
Open source.
With, round those.
The cheese
Because, yeah,
melted your eye so much. So much. So much. What's a so much? So much. You want a so much?
that sounds like a name of a drink. Or like a brand of chips or something. Anyways. Yeah, I still don't really believe that Android is really that open source. They claim open sourceness, but
Open source.
there's just some things that you just that, yeah. Same colors trying to draw melted cheese. Melted green cheese.
We got sidetracked from that.
Because I apparently used the green that was associated with Android. Let's try another green.
Well, it's kind of a yellowy green. It could be this color.
Yeah. It's okay.
Hey, we're thinking the same color.
It's okay. Well, there's only like 4 shades of green. There's like this one.
Well, I had a 33% chance.
There's like this one.
Well, there's a blue green.
There's like that one. This I will consider as green.
Green.
Okay, I guess, yeah, you're right. I will consider this as green as well.
That might be a little bit too dark for pure green.
That is a green.
That is not
That's
a
another
pure green. That looks like lime blue.
Lime blue. Because apparently
Blue
lime
limes.
blue limes.
And they're orange limes and they're yellow limes.
Your yellow limes. Are they lemons? Well, they're
Nope.
are yellow. I mean, I kind of still like recognize the difference in taste between lemons and limes. That might just be because I don't taste pretty well. Or something. Or maybe I just kind of grew up with like my mother like substituting limes for lemons. I just can't tell the difference anymore.
Lime.
But yes, melted cheese.
Melted cheese off of what, though? Like, what did it
Off
look
of
formally?
Or that is the eye. Because apparently
And then it's what,
the eye
leak-
becomes its own planet.
So that
Yeah.
means... Screw gravity and physics. We can make planets just by melting cheese.
Well, no, we can make the core of planets by melting surface.
And it will just escape. It will just escape the surface.
I have no clue where we're going with the story.
Yeah, take that, spherical planets.
It's kind of all lumpy and lopsided.
The cheese began to erode. And all that's left behind is the core. I should put some yellow spots on here. Now it looks like that one guy from that Kirby game. Could be it could be 02.
I never really played the Kirby.
Kirby was extreme.
And apparently this core became blue, weird white tendrils. That might be tentacles or something. I don't know.
Japanese schoolgirls.
We're not going there.
I know we're not.
Can't we just have tentacles without things like that?
Octopus. Or squid, whatever you want.
But these things have more than 8 tentacles. Come on, first contact. This is a cry for help. Establish first contact with someone to help us recover our dying planet.
Well, so far we've been focusing episodes on things dying.
Yes.
We're depressing. Now, if only I can change topic.
Because you can. The topic for this episode of Conproteens is where's Philip?
Sounds like a bad Where's Waldo scheme. Like, where am I?
You just find, like, I don't know, like millions of other people wearing red. And then from here we can go back to our protagonist.
During meltdown, the surface eroded. Revealing its core. Wait, what kind of core is this?
I have no clue.
Core of... Like, what kind of energy would you think? Yoshi says, you guys should draw me a picture of Yoshi's Island.
What was that? Yoshi's Island. Not familiar with that.
Not so familiar with Yoshi's Island either.
Living Underneath a Rock. I have not played any of the old school classic games.
Well, we could just draw an island filled with trees and eggs. That's all I can think of. Better than nothing, right?
Or my interpretation would full Yoshi things like
Well, it's an aged dinosaur,
yes.
but it still looks young for some reason.
Yes.
Core of... Revealing its core of... I'll just call it energy. No. Sunergy.
Sunergy.
I forgot that. I can't believe it. Oh yeah, the chariot. What the heck? What happened to the chariot?
The church somewhere lost on these like tendrils as the cheese melts. There should be stars. Oop. 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 or stars?
Sunergy.
Synergy. So what does this energy ask?
It's Sunergy. Hey, nice solar system.
Dots in the background.
Hey, we can draw like existing. We can draw pseudo Pluto.
This is supposed to be a heavenly body in the middle of nowhere.
It could be Uranus.
Okay.
It could be Neptune. It could be,
Or
or it could be an asteroid. Who knows?
planet somewhere. I think planet.
It should somewhat shine with some kind of effigy.
Multicolored planets.
And then the planets align.
What happens when the planets align?
I don't know. Hmm.
Cheese at notes. Or perhaps the melting cheese becomes like the tendrils of tentacles being
Tentacles.
or yeah, the cheese become tentacles.
A culls of tentacles. Tentacles.
For help in rebuilding itself. Because apparently the spores do not understand space travel enough for actual ships to be built. This is like their form of space travel. This first tentacles. Because apparently that works.
Space tent. Or it could be like some kind of aurora that looks like tentacles.
Or that. Noodly appendages.
Appendages. Appendages. Why did he call them appendages?
I do not know.
They're not called bandages.
No, they're not.
Appendages. Appendages.
Let's see. I'm looking that up now. Okay, I don't understand how to use Google Chrome.
Chrome. Well,
Let's see, there we go.
what does it say?
Hold on.
I bet it'll just say like outer extremities or something like that.
Etymology. I choose you.
Etymology. I saved the picture.
1640s from append and udge.
Appendage. That's very useful.
Okay, let's see. Where did the pen come from?
Appen.
A pen from the late 14th century to
Where did
belong
a pen
to
come from?
from Old French appender, appendre. Yeah, I cannot do pronunciation. You decide that already.
Well, let me
But yeah, it's from
see.
French.
Let me
Like,
see.
so let's see. Hold on. I need to screen share.
Yay!
Hold on.
Screen
Direct screen
share!
share. Not that
Ta-da!
window. That window. The computer's like, ag. I don't like this.
Show me.
Hold on. So there's that window.
Hi, window.
There's a window. Can you see something?
Apparently, screen sharing kills live stream.
Why?
Because it's looking into itself. So yeah, 720p should be easy for you guys to see this. Append. We need to hang on, attach as a pendant. And where's that French thing? Up and dead? No, that's Latin, not French.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, appender is Latin, but
Up
like
and
the old
up,
French.
up and draw, maybe. Up and draw. We should just look it up and just have it sounded out.
You can do that. It'll probably not break your computer.
Oh no!
Because your computer probably has more memory than I do.
More memory. More neurons.
More ability to multitask.
How old is your computer?
6 years.
Actually, I mean, how old is the stuff in your computer?
What do you mean by that? I mean, like in terms of
Like the stuff inside your computer.
hardware or software?
Yes, the hardware.
The hardware. 6 years.
Oh my god! It's 6 years old.
Yeah.
Alright, we're at the 1 hour and 3 minute mark.
Okay.
So, anything you've done for the past week?
What have I been doing for the past week? Oh, I finished my thesis.
Yay! Would you care to recite it?
No, I don't want to read it aloud. But essentially what I do is I work with, so I work in a lab, and I make little compounds. And these little compounds, what they do is they link things. I have like, I guess, paper clips. But like not in a way that you kind of like, connect a bunch of paper clips together. It's more like you make a few paper clips to kind of link one part of a protein to another part of a protein. And essentially, what we try to do with these little linking compounds, also known as cross-linkers, is we try to get them to link onto two parts of a protein, or like a small peptide, which is a smaller sort of protein thing that's not entirely a protein, because it's not large enough. And then we send it through a machine called a mass spectrometer.
Oh, I gotta love those.
Now, what a mass spectrometer is essentially it tries to determine the mass of something by kind of using magnetic fields to separate the mass per charge, because when you kind of push it through the magnetic field, if I recall correctly, you can ionize things and give them little charges and stuff. And based on like how heavy things are, they could like deflect upward or downward, if I recall correctly. And then from there, you can determine how much mass is per like the amount of charge that you put onto the thing. So that's one way to determine what's inside your little flask of stuff. If you just kind of want to like a quick and dirty way of saying like what's inside your flask at that moment. But instead of using it for that, what we try and use it for is to determine where various points on a protein are. And in order to do that, we can't need to break up the protein more, or like the thing that's being linked by a little process anymore. So we kind of have to do it again, where we take the residue from our first pass through with the mass spectrometer. So now it's all in bits and pieces, and then we push it through again. So that
Mm-hmm.
way, it collides with, like little inert atoms, like argon atoms, and then breaks apart.
The
And we
atoms
have like
are
little
inert.
well, okay, well, by inert, what we mean by that is it doesn't really act with the stuff that um, we're going to push through because like
Mm-hmm.
there's lots of elements out there that are very reactive. I mean, like uh, sodium, for example. Sodium is really reactive with that lone electron in its valence shell,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the reason why you don't want to, kind of put sodium in water because then it goes something like that.
It
Or
just
like
sizzles with flame. Actually, with energy. I should say energy.
but yeah, so
It'll
that's why it's
become
starting to,
exothermic.
and yeah, but back to my little spiel on what I do with this is that again that where our goal is to determine where these little like
Mm-hmm.
protein residues or like little bits of the protein that we care about are in the whole entire protein itself without having to like look at a X-ray crystallography thing because it's hard to crystallize proteins or like uh, take an NMR, which is where we kind of put the like little sample in a really powerful magnet, and basically um, what it does is the magnet induces various I think vibrations inside the large protein thing, so that way we
Mm-hmm.
kind of get an idea of like where how many like sort of types of atoms are in relation to other atoms. And yeah, that can kind of get complicated. Kind of want to take a look at like what it looks like. You also need lots of material for that. So that's the reason why we decide to use mass spectrometry because we only need a little bit of pure protein or peptide sent through. And
Yay!
yeah, the problem with that is because we only need a little bit, and we send it through to a machine that's supposed to like break it all up and stuff, and then we collect only a smidget of the stuff that we care about, and send it through again. It kind of makes the readout of our um, results a little bit messy because you have like all these like undesired fragments that we can't really predict, for example. So what we try and do is we try and make these fragments more predictable by adding in again this that little compound that I'm supposed to make, which are like links, and then like what we design the compound to do is to keep cutting specific parts. So that way, once we send it through again, you can kind of see the little like part of that little compound hanging off and say, hey, that's the stuff that we kind of want. Like, let's go grab that. And
Yay!
then, push it through again and see what happens. So,
The
but
little
yeah, that's,
traveler being
yeah, so
disassembled.
like,
It's worse than having yourself being checked at the airport.
well, it's kind of
You're
like
being
having a little
stripped of
flag
your
on you
stuff.
saying, catch me. I'm someone important. And, you kind of grab onto it and then push it through the mass spectrometer again. And again, until, you kind of get an idea of how this stuff kind of fragments, so that way you can kind of sit down with all this,
Mm-hmm.
and then kind of put this whole puzzle back together of like how this thing like splits up, and then from there you can kind of construct a really rough idea of where exactly everything is in the protein, without again having like weird, well not really weird, they're actually pretty cool, like weird and cool, but yeah, you don't have to like go through the trouble like purifying lots and lots of pure material used in um, NMR, which stands for nuclear magnetic resonance,
Yay!
or X-ray crystallography, where you have to crystallize this protein and stuff. But yeah, that was my rambly, probably very inaccurate spiel about my research that I did for the last 2 years. If you, TLDR, or I guess, well, no, you're not reading, you're listening. TLDL. Yes, TLDL.
I feel like I've heard that somewhere.
Oh, TLDR stands for too
No, no,
long
no,
live
not
radio.
that. Like
What?
TL, like literally TLDL. I feel like I've heard it somewhere.
It probably is an acronym for something. Anyways, TLDL, what I essentially do is any compounds that link proteins
Mm-hmm.
or small bits of proteins together,
Oh, Cam.
or pseudoproteins, I guess, if you want to be kind of informed about things. I consider peptides pseudoproteins.
Sumo proteins. Yeah, we should call that. We should call them that. Sumo proteins. They'll save the day. Bring in the sumo proteins. But sir, they relate too much with the TLDL. Too long.
Yeah,
Didn't live.
you plugged it.
Sounds like a bad thing for your grandparents.
No, that sounds like I kind of think of like giraffes whose necks were well, too long and thus unfit for survival. The fittest.
Sounds like a bad Charles Darwin thing.
I mean, they're probably like giraffes with mutations where
Like,
their necks
what's your
are
master thesis on the Galapagos Islands? TLDL.
too long.
With all those finches and long beaks, they wouldn't live.
Well, at least in that particular environment, they would live because although holes by which they could catch insects from were like way too shallow, and their beaks would barely like be able to fit because it was too wide. Like there,
Yeah.
I mean, another case of too long didn't live.
Too long didn't live.
I guess any sort of organism with uh, limbs that are just way too long and too thin to support their own weight.
That's definitely gonna be on a t-shirt design. Too long didn't live.
And then we have like
Elongated everything. Disproportional lives.
Have we saved this yet? I'm saving it.
Did I save it? I'll check.
But
Hold on, let me check. Yes,
Okay.
I saved it.
okay, because I'm gonna clear this.
Clear.
Clear.
Are you clearing?
I'm clearing.
It's cleared.
You see, I'm gonna make this a black T-shirt because black T-shirt.
We need to get t-shirt designs out there and sell them. Too long didn't live. You heard it here first, folks. If your parents hear you catch that, well, we're not held responsible.
I find this very amusing. TL.
We're disrespectfully amusing.
Yep.
TLDL. Trouble living? Don't live.
No.
Your face palming.
Just no. I don't advocate that. No.
Too long, didn't live. Let's just keep it at that.
Wait. This is supposed to be a tree.
Trees are long, but they're still living. Tree long do live.
Very stupid giraffe.
What?
Looks like a balloon animal giraffe.
It looks like Mickey Mouse is deformed.
Stick figure giraffe.
Not even Hispanic Elmo can save us now.
Here's a rough sketch. This is supposed to be a bird with a very long beak. Any comments?
We've been finching.
A person playing a really long flute or something. Or a didgeridoo for some reason. But not holding it to the correct form, maybe? Unless people do play didgeridoo like that.
Like wah 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 wah.
Or like someone holding a rifle.
Like that?
Anyway. Yes. Like that. And...
It could be a little wing. That was terrible.
Piece of bark. That's supposed to be a piece of bark. Bark.
So its beak is too long, it couldn't pull it out. We're not advocating dead animals. We're just laughing.
Yeah, but we're just laughing at the whole, like, well, you know, I like the whole idea of evolution being survival of the fittest. These were the types of animals that were unable to make it.
What kind of claws are these?
They were unable to find their niches in their environments that...
What else was too long? Turtlenecks? I don't know. Those poor Galapagos Islands animals.
So giraffe was... Yeah, giraffe's kinda the odd one out, I guess.
Or maybe when they had to take the trip to Galapagos Islands. Like, we can't make it. We'll just die in the ocean.
Giraffes.
So much for graduating through your biological sciences.
Yeah, I know.
Whew.
Well, that's the thing with bio-sci school is it's just really diverse. So, like, I kind of want to take all the classes I could with biological sciences, but I kind of started a little bit late in terms of
It's never too late. You graduated on time.
the year. What was that?
You graduated on time.
I guess I did.
Yay!
This is a really long neck turtle. I'm not sure what the problem with this long neck turtle is. You come up with a proposal.
Well,
I am unable to think of an actual problem right now. I'm still kind of laughing at the whole idea of TLDL.
it pulled out so much that its vertebrae broke.
This is my attempt to drive vertebrae. This is my attempt at drawing broken vertebrae.
What?
Externally
Externally shown broken vertebrae.
This is an X-ray.
Dear sir, it appears to seem that your vertebrae have broken. And they're like,
Well, I'm not sure if that the turtle be able to actually move its neck if that was the case. But then again,
they did have long necks.
action line. Something like that. Okay. This was a bad idea after all. I'm having that moment where, like, what's currently in my mind cannot be transferred to what's currently on the canvas due to lack of ability.
Well, that's the entire point of improv.
Yes. I don't know, everything is so much funnier in my mind than it is on paper or out loud. Like, I just want to, have like a little screen share app in my mind, so that way just like screen share like parts of my mind.
An X-ray of your mind. It seems we have a broken skull. Those shatters have detrimentally ruined your critically thinking process. And
My
now
brain fan is empty.
your brain just had a TLDL. The proteins have gone wrong.
Yes, that's usually the cause behind most problems. Proteins gone wrong.
Conproteens have gone wrong.
There's a fluff ball.
You are the con of a protein.
Okay. Very good.
Well, it's been an hour
Okay.
an hour and 23 minutes now.
No, I meant, would you like to add anything else to this?
No.
This is a prototype version. TLDL. We'll come up with more too long to live. Oh wait, I know. Oh yeah, I will save this first.
Save
Then
it.
upgrade. Too long to live. A person
It's
throwing
definitely a
on
fun little
solid-
inside joke.
Yeah,
Watch,
everybody's
we become a meme.
too long to live. Well, we're only an effective meme if people actually pick up on us.
Hey, we're just saying it, just pulling it out there. What is this?
This is supposed to be a person.
What kind of person? Oh, is that why the Neanderthals couldn't exist because they were too long?
No, this is just someone who goes on and on about things.
That's some deep human history there. If your body limbs are too long, you didn't live. Now I feel bad for people who are cancerous.
Blah. Blah.
The first one looks like blonde. Blonde, blah. Blonde, bin, blah, blah. BL2H. That sounds like a chemistry thing. What is BL?
I know BI is bismuth. I'm not sure if
Bismuth.
there's BL. Is there BL? I don't know.
We can
There's not
make up something.
Or at least we don't aim to memorize periodic table.
Blah, blah, blah. All the blahs. Blah, blah, bull, blah, blah, bee, blah.
You get the idea. And then there's tragic ending to something.
And then there's that.
You keep on going on and on and on.
Blah, 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 blah. This is blasphemy. This is madness.
Blah 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 blah.
This is
Blah 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 blah. And then you have that on loop for like the next 3 hours. Explain what exactly Sparta is in detail.
too long, didn't live. Should have just kicked him in the pit already.
My thesis presentation.
Your
Too
thesis.
long.
Okay, Mr. Hart, please explain your thesis. Well, TL, DL.
Too long, but listen. Or too long, didn't like.
No, too long, disliked.
Too long, dislike. Yeah, I have full faith in my presentation skills. I'm trying my best to improve my presentation skills. Person drowning in words.
Too long, didn't live.
That's supposed to be a pointer. The little like sticky thing. The presentation was too long. You can't live anymore because it was that long. 100 years later, why is this person still talking?
Troubled lunatic died later.
Okay.
We're thinking of all the possible TLDLs. It's like a chain of amino acids.
Too long is like. I still like that.
It's exactly like our broadcast. It's TLDL.
Too long, just like.
Well, guess what? We're laughing our balls off.
Yeah, we are. As someone in some other part of the world is currently face bombing or something like that.
Or the equivalent of their country. I think that's how we lost that one Malaysian viewer.
Aw, we lost an international viewer. That was
Oh,
sad.
our comedy was not worth it.
That's enough flaws from me.
A round of applause. Blah 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 blah. Like, why would they teach that in kindergarten? A round of applause as you clap in a circle. Really? Really?
For kids.
A square of applause? You draw squares with.
A rhombus of applause.
A tesseract of applause. Try that, kids.
What was that?
A tesseract of applause.
Applause. Teacher, how do I make a tesseract with my hands?
Well, you're screwed.
Combine all those inventions together, was it? How do I represent that?
Oh my god. I can't
I'm
breathe.
saving.
I can't breathe at all.
So, folks, that was TLDL. If you're still sticking with us, thank you for sticking with us.
You did not DL. For certain.
Because, yes, we do realize that sometimes we are TLDL.
In a good way. Or a not so good way. That's why we're teens that are pro or con. Who are not teens. We're Conproteens.
We're Conproteens, and we're signing off, yes?
Mine. It's mine. My name's Philip.
And I'm Aiden.
And together we're
Conproteens.
signing out now. Bye, guys.
Take care, everyone.
TLDL.
TLDL.
Make that a meme.